This silly bird running toward us is one of the goofiest creatures in the bird kingdom, the kakapo. Despite having parrot in its name, it's actually so clueless that it can't even recognize its own kind. With its heartbreakingly low intelligence, it's now classified as a critically endangered species. The kakapo is native only to New Zealand and happens to be the longest living bird species in the world. They weigh up to 18 pounds and typically live beyond 60 years. Because their bodies are loaded with fat, their tiny wings simply can't support their massive bulk. This makes the kakapo the only flightless parrot species in the world. Kakapos are incredibly rare, with only about 200 birds, including those bred in captivity. To protect them, the New Zealand government designated a small island as a sanctuary. They eliminated all feral cats and mustelids from the island. However, no matter how hard the government tries to protect them, they can't prevent the kakapo's self-destructive behavior. Despite knowing they can't fly, kakapos love eating nuts that grow on 100-foot-tall trees. To get these nuts, they've learned to climb trees using both feet and hands. After climbing to the treetop and eating their fill, they suddenly remember they can't fly. Being flightless, they should climb back down the same way, but they still try to fly down from the tree. The result is often disastrous casualties. Kakapos are extremely curious birds, and since they live on islands with no natural predators, they don't know what fear is. When encountering something new, they freeze in place, and if they notice the object doesn't move, their curiosity immediately skyrockets. Then, regardless of what it is, they have to get closer for a better look. This behavior, which contradicts what most animals would do, has led to a steady decline in the kakapo population. Furthermore, kakapos have a natural fragrance. Though covered in feathers that look like moss, these creatures emit a sweet, fruity scent. This scent is another reason for their population decline. It allows predators with keen sense of smell to easily locate their nests. Kakapos are incredibly dim-witted, to the point they can't recognize their own species. When they spot humans, they don't flee like other animals would. Instead, they excitedly climb down from trees and examine us thoroughly. When humans photograph them, they aren't afraid, they're actually quite interested. This is because they mistake photographers wearing green clothing for fellow kakapos. The behavior of climbing onto a photographer's head is actually their unique mating dance. Their goal is to impress the photographer, hoping they'll reproduce with them. Considering all this, it's something of a miracle that kakapos have survived until today. Without human intervention, these birds probably would have played themselves into extinction long ago.